Hey everyone, thanks again for tuning in. As always, in today's video we're going to take a look at a newer knife company to hit the scene. The brand is called the We Knife Company, and this model is the 601, and this particular variant is the 601A. So first became aware of the We Knife Company, who knows, maybe about 6 months back on Instagram. They started selling fixed blades under their own brand. As far as I've heard, they're actually a production company that has been operating in China for a while now, doing a lot of OEM work for other knife companies, some of which may or may not be in the States. But now they are releasing knives under their own specific brand. So I think this is the first folder that they've introduced. They do have a few other models in prototype already, some of which look quite good. So, just another production company to keep your eye on. So anyways, we're going to go through, I'll show you guys the packaging and kind of the goodies that it comes with. Then we'll do specs, overall impressions, and details. So thanks for sticking around. All right, packaging. Ships with this nice box here. Pretty good presentation. And then on the inside, we have a padded zipper case here, padded pouch. Does come with a card with the model number and the specs and so forth. And then here are some of the goodies. So this knife does come with an extra set of hardware, and what's pretty cool is that it is a different color, and all of their models do come with this. So you have the one set of hardware that it comes with, and then an additional set in a different color as well. So just cool to have some customization options included in the box, ready to go. So pretty sweet. Now, if you guys will notice real quick, this knife does have some proprietary hardware. The star-shaped screw heads here, or whatever you want to call them. And the knife does ship with the pivot tool, or the screw, the proprietary tool here that you need. So I like proprietary hardware. I think it adds something special and something extra to knives, but if and only if it comes with the tool, especially if it comes free of charge, such as this one does. If you have to go out and pay 50, 60, 70, or 80 bucks to buy the tool just to service your knife, that's when I'm not terribly happy. So, well done on the extras and the packaging presentation here from We Knives. So, pretty cool. All right, let's get into the specs. So we are taking a look at, of course, a titanium frame lock flipper, which is mine and many others' knife of choice these days. The overall length is just about 8.6 inches. Holy crap. There we go. All right, size comparison, we'll use the CQC7. I think this will just be my kind of go-to for size comparison here. So about 8.6 inches or so. Blade length is 3.75. Handle length is 4.75. So pretty good handle to blade to handle ratio there. Well done in that regard. Handle thickness comes in at 0.53 inches. And it does weigh in at 4.75 ounces on my scale. So, yeah. 6AL4V titanium for the handle here. Blade steel is S35VN. So, and this one is done in of course, a gorgeous, really fine satin. Some of the other variants, they have coated blades or they have stonewash blades. I thought the satin was quite striking. So, yeah. Does use ceramic detent and ceramic bearings. You do have a 3D milled titanium clip here. So, backspacer instead of standoffs. So anyways, I think that's pretty much it for the specs. Kind of a Sponto style grind here on this knife. So anyways, yeah, that's it for the specs. Overall impressions, quality was I was actually surprised. I was expecting it to be good quality, being that it was a kind of a newer knife company to do their own, their own branded of knife there. But it, and usually it takes some of these companies, a couple knives to get things really dialed in, but this one's really dialed in. Really impressed with the quality. Better than I had hoped for, to be honest. So quality's excellent. Centering, lockup, everything's spot on. Flips really hard, and it is very smooth. This one's still breaking in, so I think it's going to get a little bit smoother, but came pretty smooth. So all right, and I did like all the extra goodies in the box, such as the additional hardware and the proprietary pivot tool. So really pleased with it overall. I think they did a great job. Now, one other, I guess, spec, as of May 2016, the retail price on these is $285, and the vendors are the U.S. distributor, Vlad, who goes by V-Knives on Instagram. I'll put his link in the description box below, and then Blade HQ has also picked these up. They're primarily sold out at this point, but they'll probably continue to carry them. No doubt some of the other online retailers will pick them up soon as well, but for now, V-Knives on Instagram. He's building a website as well. It's probably already up. Again, any pertinent links I'll put in the description box, so check there. All right, so that is it for the specs, size comparison, overall impressions, details, packaging. Let's get into it a little bit more here. So the blade again, S35VN, done in a kind of a Sponto style grind here. Really fine satin finish. Probably not going to be the most durable for hard use, but right now it looks phenomenal. So it is a flat grind. It does come up to the shoulder, and then on this one the blade was coated prior to being ground, and so you do have some of that coating left here on the flats, which just helps to accentuate the really nice grind lines. So really clean, really sharp, very symmetrical from side to side here, and the blade is left completely sterile, which is really nice. They use the pivot for the branding. We'll talk about that in a second. So yeah, nice reinforced tip on this one. I was actually surprised with the cutting performance. I figured that the shoulder would actually provide some resistance, but I used this knife in an interesting application the other day. I was wrapping my wife's birthday present. Too lazy to go find scissors, so I just grabbed my tape gun, my packaging tape gun from the garage, and then I used this to cut through wrapping paper. Then, as you guys know, wrapping paper tends to tear or crumple if if you don't have a sharp pair of scissors, or if you get lazy with doing the clipping or whatnot. So anyways, wrapping paper can be kind of a pain in the butt. This sliced right through the wrapping paper, shoulder and all. Very clean cuts, no snagging, no tearing, no ripping. So interesting, I guess, test of slicing ability, but it performed really well. It seemed to come up here on the shoulder and then just, I guess drop down. Anyways, the shoulder provided no resistance. So then this reinforced tip is gorgeous and functional. I was scraping something with this. I don't recall what, but I had to clean the blade. I actually had to clean a lot off this blade before doing this video. So saw some decent use and really happy with the performance. So, and then the satin grinds, it's just gorgeous. So no jimping. The blade steel is designated here on the tang. If I can get it to focus. There we go, S35VN right there. Then in the open position, you see it right there. So yeah, great spot to put it. Keep the blade sterile. Again, well done in that regard. So then there is a notch here for sharpening, so you're not going to get caught up on a fixed, fixed edge system. Might be hard to clamp down though. There's not really a flat spot on the spine here. So anyways, that is the blade. Flipper tab here has some nice jimping, provides a lot of grip without being sharp, and I really like the position here. It's really far to the front, and so you get a lot of traction and really good flipping action without having a super strong D10. So, yeah. I think that's something that, bringing the flipper tab all the way to kind of the edge of the knife, that's something that like my Liangma Tempest does as well. And I think it just provides better geometry in general, as opposed to having it back further. So, like the flipper tab placement, like the jimping on it. It's primarily, it's a light switch, so you pull it back. This one doesn't really push down at all. So, yeah. Quite smooth. Alright, let's take a look at the pivot here. So, this is obviously the We Knives logo. So you see 3 lines for W, 3 lines for an E. Clean, not overdone, has some Asian influence to it, which is completely fair considering this is a Chinese knife company. I don't know if you guys get that same kind of vibe from the pivot here. I don't know, like bamboo sticks. It reminds me of something from China, but yeah, clean. Pretty distinguishable as far as the brand goes. And then I was impressed they actually have it, level. A lot of times when you put these pivots on, sometimes they'll be kind of crooked, but this one is perfectly horizontal with the knife. When I switch the pivot out to the purple one, I'll be interested to see, if it just drops into this position or if I have to redo it a few times to get it the exact spot that I want. Actually, if I'm tightening from the other side, probably just line it up and tighten it down. But anyways, I like that it was actually level. They took the time to do that. Again, the proprietary hardware, really cool. I like it. Nice bronze, titanium. Then the handle has quite a bit of millwork as well. Nicely sculpted, so it's comfortable in the hand. You do have a drop here for your thumb, but with my really big hands, it pushes me back a little bit further than I like. Let me show you. Pushes me back a little bit further than I like, so I tend to kind of choke up a little bit more and put my thumb here on the spine of the blade. So, yeah. 3-hole pattern. Nice clean lines. No sharp edges anywhere on the knife. So you guys can see kind of all the millwork and details throughout. The blade, the tang of the blade is completely encased and the handle doesn't protrude past anywhere, so makes for a long, slender knife that carries well. Pocket clip is 3D titanium as well. Functions perfectly, no snags, nice retention, in and out of the pocket, really easy. The We logo here, actually it says We Knife. It says We Knife and it has the logo, tastefully done, not too flamboyant. 2 screw connections, so anyways, nice pocket clip. You do have some jimping here on the back of the knife that's attached to the back spacer. So if you are grabbing it like this for some reason, it's actually quite useful texturing right here for a reverse grip. So that's pretty cool. Lanyard hole, plenty of space there to get some paracord through. And then some nice millwork for the back spacer as well. Centering is perfect. Lockup is just about 50% here. And it does have a stainless steel lock insert. You can see that screw there. So it offers no stick. And it has an over travel stop as well, so you can't hyperextend the lock bar. So it has been, they milled this side down a little bit more so you have ease of access to the lock bar. Did a little bit of texturing in there, nothing sharp though, so disengagement is easy if you're gonna, kind of play with the knife while you're watching a movie or something. No sharp edges. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the knife. Again, well done. I was pleasantly surprised by the quality on this one. I was expecting there to be a few snags, being that it was their first in-house brand knife, but completely dialed in, and I'm just infatuated with the blade shape and the grind here. So, yeah. Again, they do have a few other models in the works that actually look quite good as well. So, you know, if the quality is up to par with these, which I assume it is, should be fantastic offerings as well. So, anyways, I think we'll just kind of leave it there, wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram. Same user tag, which is EpicSnuggleBunny. And yeah, more videos to come.